Howdy team, welcome to Carpool Confessional. I've actually had, so this episode is going to be all about the lawn solutions turf varieties I've got going in. So I've got TifTuf Hybrid Bermuda, I've got Grange Zoysia, Zoysia Australis coming. I'm pretty excited about that. That'll sort of almost round out. I've only got about 2 other varieties I want to put in. But in the meantime, I've had an interesting phone call. So a company have reached out, they specialize in machinery, and they've reached out and offered to help out with the turf plot preparation, any other projects I've got going on in the future. So if you followed the channel, you would have seen that we hired an excavator to prepare the first plot of Tahoma 31. So that cost us about $300, then add the cost of sand and everything. So I'm pretty keen to go and check this machine out and see, one, if it can help, and then how it can help. So buckle up, we're going for a drive. Well, here we are. Alright, so have a look at this. This is a Ventrac. I have seen these machines on YouTube over in the States a fair bit, on a couple of lawn care channels, and I'm so excited to be able to show you this machine. We're going to bring one of these out to do some of the turf plot prep. So these machines, I really don't know, this is not a technical term for it, but these are like a skid steer tractor on steroids. You'll see the super wide wheels, so you got double wheels on either side, so that enables it to basically not get bogged. It can do slopes like no other machine can do slopes, and then better yet, you've got whatever attachment your heart desires. So this one's like a flail cut. This will do super tall grass. So if you're a contractor or something like that, have a look into this. They have finishing mowers, they have real mower attachments, they've got trenches, they've got power rakes, they've got aerators, so core aerators. They've also got those really cool aeravator, and it's got tines that go in and vibrate, breaks up soil, but also really good if you've got super compacted surface. So we're going to bring one of these out. I think what we're planning to do is use the power rake to sort of loosen up the soil, or the soil from the turf plots where they're going to go. Then we're going to chuck the bucket attachment on, and we're going to bring in all the new USGA sand base for all of the turf plots. But schools, golf courses, cricket clubs, whatever, homeowners, if you've got decent sized acreage block, have a look into the Ventrac machine. It's so versatile. Basically, you can customize it to suit whatever you need your machine to do, and this one machine with a couple of attachments will actually replace 3 or 4 machines that you have and that you're currently trying to store. So again, big thank you to Ventrac Australia. Can't wait to do more projects with these guys and use these types of machines. team, we are back here. It is day 2 with Ventrac. They've come back with the bucket attachment. So all we're doing now is basically all the turf plots that have been sort of scraped out and dug out, we're putting the USGA sand base down. So we're making sure that every turf plot has got the exact same preparation as the Tahoma got. The day is finally here. I have my turf, it has arrived. Many thanks to Lawn Solutions Australia and Jim Boomba Turf for delivering. I have 3 varieties, and as per me, I want to do something different. So I've got TifTuf here, I have Grange here, and I have Zoysia Australis here. So I went recently to a paddock to the pitch day, thank you Turf Queensland, and they had some washed turf there on display at one of the tents. And I thought it was so interesting because we never get to see that side of it. So this could be an epic fail, but I'm going to film it anyway. I'm going to gurney the back of these slabs of turf and sort of show you what it looks like underneath. But just first, I can't help myself. Have a look at the Grange. It's like, it doesn't even look real. Doesn't look like falling apart. So we'll see how we go. Before, you should have seen on camera, I just got the gurney out and I washed off all the soil that was underneath these turf slabs. And I gotta tell you, I wasn't overly excited about getting Grange. I've seen it and I know it's beautiful and I know all these things about it, but seeing it in person, it just looks like carpet tiles that you go buy from Bunnings or something, and it just stays together. I've gurneyed off the soil and I can totally understand why now. It's just so dense. It's actually unbelievable. I'll try and get a close-up for you to have a look at. On this side is the TifTuf, so it's been washed. I've washed the Australis as well. It didn't hold up quite as well. I absolutely smashed it with the pressure washer. So I'm gonna call that my fault. But this is really interesting seeing washed turf because we're used to obviously seeing just the green side and then all you see is the soil underneath. But it's pretty cool to see like the network of runners and why these turf species will actually, they're sort of creeping varieties and will self-repair. So yeah, just a neat little visual for you. I hope someone enjoys that because everyone looked at me funny when I suggested that. All right, so the turf plots are prepped. So they've been spread out, rolled, compacted a little bit. So as with any new turf install, you need to put a turf starter down on it. I'm not going to go into heaps of info about this. A link will be in the description, but this is my preferred product. It has slow release phosphorus as well as controlled release nitrogen. Right, so I'm just going to do the perimeter first and then we'll fill it in. I've got Michael here from Jim Boomba Turf who delivered the Lawn Solutions turf this morning to come and help me install it. I'm probably going to skip to a time lapse now. The next thing is this will be naturally hydrophobic, which means the water will want to sort of pool and just run straight off. I'm on a bit of a slope here. I'm not sure the camera picks it up very well. So another thing in my mind that's a non-negotiable with installing new turf is putting a good quality soil wetter down. to break that hydrophobic barrier, to get the water to actually seep in and get down to where it needs to get to, and then also to retain that moisture. So typically, I would get my sprayer out right about now, and then I'd just turn a sprinkler on, but I'm a little bit overexcited about having my turf plots. So sometimes I like to just sit back and water by hand. So I've concocted a mix. I'll put it up on the link in the description. So this is just simply a mix of a soil wetter and biostimulant product. So the reason I'm using the biostimulant in there as well is for soil health and to encourage root growth and development. It's brand new turf. Any wonder why I'm wanting root growth and development? So yeah, I'm just going to run this through a little bit of a hose on pack, and it's so relaxing.